line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A check down here to Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. Rodgers now on 1st down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Cobb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Flushed out right. Open space inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Flush to his right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers being chased out left. That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go, and it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen out to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and inches, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Allen now on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Singletary. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Tommy Sweeney, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Steps away to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimeous St. Brown, 71 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that's complete to Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 4 yards remain for second down. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 34 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Bills' 43-yard line.
Here's second and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They run here with Singletary, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen steps away, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Again, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. To try again after the sack. Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On play action, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers now on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. This one swung out here to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Star Latulippe in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines, offense on, and this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Allen to throw. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway in Buffalo. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, Wentz. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and 10, Taylor now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for Indy.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bills nothing. We can bring our Sanchez to kick off working.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Allen's throw is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Allen off the play fake. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, 43 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, it's Taylor. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. So after the INT, it's Allen on the move to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Allen going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, That worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Allen on third. They'll roll him out right. Tommy Sweeney there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. Pass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Wentz now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw again on second down. Wentz looking deep for Hilton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen's throw going to be taken in by Knox. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay able to get him for a loss of about 3. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Allen, escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quiddy Pay able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to roam now. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 24, Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Allen now looks to throw. Pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit, threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Kwity Paye getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way,
He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The kick by Bass is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Wentz to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The 40, 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a bounce touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage and a bit of arm.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And now the Bills will bring the offense out onto the field and go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Pass complete to Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4. Allen escaping the pressure. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Ed Oliver able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. As his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action now. Jackson out to, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Bass is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do
do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now left side on the swing pass. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen sliding out of the pocket. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have great field position. NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. About ready to get us going. And off we go from Nashville. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Derrick Henry. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's got this down to the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And shutting him off, now open field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll run with Henry. And just shedding him off there. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off play action, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Well, there was nothing open down the field, so give him credit for his patience and not forcing it. Showed a lot of confidence in his big man to just swing it out to the fullback, and they got some good yardage out of it.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Rolling to his left. He's got a man. It's Burkser, the tight end. And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Burkser, 31 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. to the air. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Three yards remain for second down. Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's complete to Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On first down, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards to pick up there. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there just before halftime. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The kick by Bass is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A big gain there for the Bills. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, 28 yards. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On third down, Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a handoff to Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill steps away. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again to Henry. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill, sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And some space here. 30, the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary is certainly capable of breaking on some big runs, and he got loose on a big one there. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Allen on the move to his left. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Singletary, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right back to Singletary on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tannehill on first down, out to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Escaping the pressure right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right. Got a man, that's complete.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll go down at the 28.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run here with Singletary, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Allen now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Touchdown! Devin Singletary. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Pushes him over. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st down, it's Henry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Henry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. This is Henry. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. toss right to Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. On 1st down, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Allen, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. The fullback comes through with a big play there. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill rolling to his right. And he's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The quick slant caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Allen. Sanders got it for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter, drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 2. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And got his man complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Play action. It's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And these guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On play action, Allen. Being chased out left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Allen to throw. Rolling to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Bills. From 3 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.